in the middle of the month, in April. We getting towards May. Administration wants to open up the economy in May. Many other governors, many other experts are saying not so fast. Let's wait like at least till June or July. Right, so I welcome you on this Wednesday. Mark Roughton is there. Boom! He's always the first. How are you, buddy? Howdy. I was also asked, let me make this, let me follow up on this promise for an individual. Give me 1 second. He says, can you please give a shout out to Kevin Hemi Wood in Denver. It's his 18th birthday. Happy birthday, my friend. Awesome. You turned 18 and he's off to the Marines. He's going to go to the Marines. So we wish him well. I send him much love. I send him much happiness. I wish and hope he stays safe. This 18-year-old sort of reminds me of myself when I went off to the army. And he's off to the Marines and he is turning 18 today. So huge happy birthday. I promised one of my subscribers that I would give him a shout out. Mr. Kevin Hemi Wood, USMC. There you go, my friend. Cool. Unlock Turbo is in the house. Matt Killian's in the house. Chris Hollingsworth in the house. Manka Travels in the house. Cruise and Limousines in the house. Mohammed's in the house. I wish you all a good afternoon. This headline blows me away. Forbes, reputable business magazine, how some rich Americans are getting stimulus checks averaging $1.7 million. Can you actually believe that there are 43,000 taxpayers, 43,000 taxpayers who are earning over $1 million annually, and each are set to receive a 1.7 million windfall on average, thanks to a provision buried in the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economy Securities Act. That makes you sick, right? So the wealthy have got the money, are given double that amount, right? And people are barely getting $1,200 checks that's supposed to get them through the next 2-3 months, right? And they've already been through almost 2 months of hardship, right? So let's put this in perspective here. People waiting for $1,200 and 43,000 taxpayers who make over $1 million are getting a $1.7 million windfall each on average, thanks to a provision buried in the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economy Securities Care Act. You may or may not be surprised that some of the language conveniently inserted into the $2.2 trillion Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security Act CARE skews heavily in favor of the wealthy. The provision doling out literally millions of dollars is aimed at a limitation that was created in 2017 when Republicans overhauled a tax code. It temporarily suspends a limitation on how much owners of businesses formed as pass-through entities can deduct against their non-business income, such as capital gains, to reduce their tax liability. The Joint Commission on Taxation report requests by Senator Sheldon Whitehouse, a representative, Lloyd Doggett, concluded that suspending the pass-through limitation would cost the government over $90 billion, right? For those earning $1 million annually, a tax break buried in the recent coronavirus relief legislation is so generous that its total cost is more than total new funding for all hospitals in America and more than the total provided to all state and local governments. Someone wrongly seized on this health emergency to reward ultra-rich beneficiaries and so on and so on and so on. Sickens me. It sickens me that these guys making over $1 million get a $1.7 million tax break. I'm not surprised. The rich take care of the rich, and other people are waiting. Mario Cedillo said, my wife got her $1,200. That makes me happy. Been getting a lot of emails and text messages from people that say they've received their $1,200. Some are even reporting that they have their $600. Super, super happy for you guys. Here in California, nothing. I personally haven't heard nothing. Right? But I haven't even received that, the bare minimum. So it's all right. As long as the ultra wealthy are taken care of, I guess, right? And others that really, really need the 1,200. There's a lot of people out there that really need the 1,200 or the 600 weekly, right? Still hasn't come. Mr. Ride or Drive, Willie Cunningham, aka Mr. Ride or Drive, is also in the house. Good to see you. Awesome. Moody says, this CARES Act is only for the rich, believe me. The ultra rich get richer. Yay, the rich get richer. God damn, seriously? Crazy. Dennis Torres. Dennis got his money today, I know. Did you read my message, Dennis? I sent you a huge congratulations saying, yes, Dennis got paid. Whoop, whoop. Manca Travel, Bolt Bucharesti says, I will not either. Ellen is Roselle, I got the extra 600 in Louisiana stimulus. No, my husband got his stimulus, not me. But I'm really happy for you, Ellen, that he got something and that you got your 600. So sounds like you're going to get your repetitive 600. That's amazing. Alex Smith, the disaster loan goes, the $10,000 is only if you have employees. 1,000 for each employee, up to 10 employees. That's the email I received today. Ed Stylemeyer says this whole corona crap is a hoax by the government to scare the common man. Richard says, I got nothing else. Jason Sharkey says in Canada it's $2,000 a month. Good. Good for Canada. That's great. Mark Fowdy says, I got a family member in the ICU. It's not a hoax. Mario Cedillo, Jason Sharkey. So the other thing is, there was a 24-hour challenge floating around. I heard the word. I'm actually going to get it going. Otherwise, things procrastinate. I'm thinking maybe Sunday morning till Monday morning, I'm going to try and do a 24-hour live feed again. You know, open room where people can share their victories, or share if they're still waiting, or share if they're still encountering hurdles. We also get another good opportunity to call out all of these companies to see who has supplied masks and gloves and disinfectants and sanitizers, and who hasn't, who has stepped up, who hasn't, right? We need to hold them accountable. And I feel like we can get a lot done over 24 hours. Now, 24 hours is not going to be easy. I'm sure you're going to see my head nod many a times, running to the restroom many a times. I drink a ton of water, so it's not going to be easy. Yeah, it says never ever read the comments. I break that law. I read all the comments. Every live feed, every video that I get, I go through all the comments. There's a lot of interesting stuff there. A lot of people also share links to really good findings. You know, you have so many people out there researching, and this person shares this person shares that. So I find that this slogan here, never ever read the comments, doesn't work for me. It does say at the top, though, Internet Guide to Peace and Happiness. But I do find that I find a lot of gems, diamonds, and gold in all of these comments. Will Congdon says, could really use a 1,200 stimulus check since Hertz just threatened to kick me off the Lyft rental program unless we pay the $1,000 deductible plus towing charge for an accident, the other driver's fault. So if your insurance is not handling it, you got to step in and file small claims, Will, against Hertz. Can't really file it against the towing company because the car was bust. But you file against Hertz and you file it against the people that drove into you. But I would go through your insurance. I mean, your insurance will cover that. I wouldn't wait for Lyft. Dark Road Run, Sunday 24-hour stream. Let's do it. Dark Road Run. I know Dark Road Run can do it. He's got like frickin' all the guitars and the synthesizers and all the high tech. I mean, I could spend 24 hours with him. Maybe I need to come up there and do a 24-hour, 6 feet apart DRR. No, you cool. We'll do a 24-hour one together. How does that sound? Dark Road Run in the house always entertains me. Love listening to the music and the way that he takes songs and warps them into Uber and Lyft melodies. He turns old classics into Uber and Lyft trash classics. He trashes them through the songs. I love it. Always puts a smile on my face. Alex Smith, so what's the update? Are the drivers still subcontractors, or what's up with the update on AB5? Look, AB5 is in the court system. The court system doesn't really open till September. The first trials, I've spoken to a couple of trial attorneys. The first trials are set for September. So there's absolutely no movement on AB5, right, until the courts convene. Super good for Uber. They're buying so much time. Not good for the drivers. Where's DRRHQ? Are you in Japan or are you still in San Fran? I thought that you were going to travel. Where's the DRRHQ these days? Romeo, the rich 43,000 millionaires get a 1.7 million tax break. It's written into the Stimulus Cares Act. Doesn't that just make you want to barf? Really? And there's people out there that can barely scrape the last few dollars together for food, and they're just waiting on that $1,200. I'm sure they've loaned $100 here and $100 there, you know. Yeah, Romeo, what? Exactly. Dude, it's the rich take care of the rich. Another crazy one that I'm going to make a video on the other channel. This'll blow you away. This'll blow you away. This is crazy shit. Jeff Bezos gains $24 billion while world's rich reap bailout rewards. It's pretty fucked up. I'm sorry. It really is. It's pretty screwed up, right? 24 billion while the rich get all these rewards. It's wrong that they capitalize off this. It's so wrong that they capitalize off this. And then the Labor Department of Mnuchin, they fire the head of oversight. So there's no oversight. They'll write the checks as they wish to their buddies. They all take care of each other. I mean, $2.2 trillion is not a little money, right? That's a lot of cash. It's a lot of boodle. Yeah, he's made 24 billion more, but he gets stingy and can't even pay masks and the essentials for his work. It just shows you where these people's sick minds, that's how they got there, through greed and not sharing. They never ever shared to get to that point, right? Payment Ali correctly says they are trying to destroy all small businesses. The restaurants are suffering from Uber Eats pricing. It's just wrong. It's wrong. I'm glad that the restaurants fired back and sued Uber Eats and a couple of the other food delivery companies for gouging pricing during these times. It's just wrong. You should not take advantage of another because of this situation. And that's unfortunately what the rich are doing. Uber is doing it. Amazon's doing it. The rich taking care of the rich. This is wrong, my friend. That 43,000 taxpayers who earn more than $1 million. Look, I'm happy for them that they're earning more than $1 million, but why do they get to receive 1.7 million each, right? That equates to $90 billion. It's more than all the hospitals got together. Dark Road Run, what time do you think? Maybe like 9 a.m., 10 a.m. or earlier? I'm game. Usually Saturday I go to bed late, so I'm totally down. We can bounce back and forth. I'll have your screen on. I'll jump in with you. We can go back and forth, and hopefully, Dark Road Run. Hopefully, others join in, just to bring awareness, just to call these people out. They do watch our channels. Let's hold them accountable. I want to ask the tough question: which company has supplied the essentials to their workers? Including Jeff Bezos, who can't even. Dark Road Run, 9 a.m. works. I think that's good. So we should set that for Sunday, 9 a.m. Ron Hand says, what do you think about Lyft? Look, I think that Lyft is going to be owned by Amazon. I think that Lyft is kicking Uber's ass locally in the US market. I think that Uber is surviving through Uber Eats, and obviously Uber Eats gouging restaurants. That's how they're surviving, right? They're taking that extra percentage now away from restaurants. But Uber will burn cash like no tomorrow, and then the problem in end of 2020 and end of 2021, mark my words, they will face an avalanche of lawsuits the moment the courts open up. There's going to be a lot of negligence and malpractice websites, lawsuits filed against Uber. A lot for not taking care of drivers during the pandemic properly, and for sending drivers to the front lines based on the data that they had or have. Rolf Stark says third week not driving. New York will go out next week. I would wait a little bit longer, Rolf. I wouldn't chance it by going out. We're sort of at the peak now. We're coming towards the peak. You want it to die down. You want to see the numbers go back a bit. We're in the peak times right now. Donnie Com says, in the Octagon, it's going to be 8 channels. Oh, cool. Oh, nice. That's very good. Yay. 8 channels out there. Good. 8 channels is cool. Write that down. I think Sunday would be fun. Sunday, bloody Sunday. So did you guys watch all the drama play out between the current Uber execs and some of the execs that left Tawabasi. It looks like that's a boxing match. But that got a little bit heated yesterday. I just couldn't take anymore. Don't know about you guys, but there was too much. There was too much going on. Richard Feinberg says, "Go Donny Com. Come on, man, 24/8 channel. Let's do it. Donny, you're going to jump in there with us. Good. Go Donny Com's also going to be on for 24 hours. Whoop, whoop. Let's do it. Let's get everyone on board. Let's get Dustin, Harry, Calvin. Everybody needs to participate. Every YouTuber, no matter how many, Rideshare 411, Rideshare Trickster, San Diego Rideshare guy, or everyone needs to participate. Kevin, Dave, Drive Girl Drive, DRR, all need to participate. 24 hours. Call them out. Let's find out and call them out, or at least remind them, have you supplied your workers with masks? Have you supplied your, what is this, a N95? Have you guys supplied your workers, was also N95? Have you guys given your drivers the essentials? Right? We'll call them out one by one by one. There's a lot of gig companies. Last time it took me, Ron Hand, where are you from? Born in the USA, Washington, D.C., born, Georgetown, grew up in Europe and South Africa, back in the US since 1999, Prince and the Revolution. That's my little story. Luminous Girl, nice to meet you. Did you ever fart by accident during a live stream? No. If I did, it was so quiet that nobody even noticed or laughed or called me out on it. But in a 24-hour live stream, if you want me to give you a fart out, no problem. I'll give you a fart out, Luminous Girl. No problem. Why would you ask such a silly question? It's like, that's what's on your mind. Not stimulus checks, not PPE, not sanitizers. No, you ask, first thing you come into the room and ask, have you ever farted live online? Geez, you must lead a very interesting life over there. Ron Hand, what do you think about Rob Neck? Rob Neck, I don't know. Oh, did I kick him out? Did I kick him out the channel once? I think I did, yeah. I think that name sounds familiar. I do believe I slapped him out the channel once. Was he one of those KKK supporters? Yeah, Mario. Weird question, right? Brian G, thumbs up. Not political channel, Ron Hand, unfortunately. Not a political channel here, so okay. I see where this little youngster is trying to go. I did. I already flushed him. I don't have time for that. It's childish games. Much bigger, with much bigger fish to fry. Those people that want to get their political message across, I suggest you go to political chat rooms and dive in there. And I'm not going to debate you. I'll debate you, about the pros and cons of PPE and the pros and cons of masks outdoors and things like that. But there's a time and place for everything. We don't have to waste our energy on the November elections. That they can battle that out. Republicans and Democrats can battle that out in other rooms, not in this channel. This is a rideshare channel, my friends. Really? Give me a break. Come on. And whoever you support, good for you. You go vote for him, right? I'm not denying you. I'm not denying you your right. You can do whatever you want to. I had someone from Vegas this morning text me a whole bunch of things, and he says, I can't believe you complained that you were kicked out of the trip feed. And I said, I'm not complaining. I called him out. I called Bob McNulty a fraud in the feed, and I said, I am going to get kicked out for this. I knew it, but I had to say it because nobody was saying it. Energetically, I had to say it. You're a fraud. And I got kicked out, right? And I said, that's what bullies will do. The guy introduced himself and says, anyone that attacks Bob in this feed or calls him out gets deleted, right? That's a bully syndrome. So the guy then texts me and says, you've done that. You've been a bully many a times in your channel. Sure, maybe once or twice I have been. I'm not going to deny that. But the people that I get rid of are called trolls. A lot of people that came in here try to spin KKK. I have no time for that shit. I kick them out. We flush them out, right? We do the classic flush. I have people here making racist remarks against other brothers and sisters. I have no time for that. I don't have any time for racists. I kick them out. So I told the guy, and your point is, I'm a bully because of that? No, it's because I can differentiate between what's wrong and right. And I don't stand for what's wrong. I represent what's right. So I don't give these guys any airtime in my channel. I kick them out. He says, oh, you're a bully for doing that. I said, that's not the definition of a bully. That's a definition of a YouTuber getting rid of trolls, right? So I'm not going to spend more time trying to convince this guy. He's in his world, in his head, this guy from Vegas. He's texting me like crazy. Fucking block the guy. Done. And if he peers here, kick him out as well. I don't have time for people like that. I really don't. Right? We shouldn't tolerate that type of hatred. I'm not going to surround myself by people like that. I'm sorry. People that are parasites, people that suck your energy, people that suck your blood, get rid of them. Make a list. Make a list of all the people that are drawing energy from you. Make a list of all the people that are being parasitic and drawing your energy. Make a list. Eliminate them. Wipe them off your Facebook. Wipe their phone numbers off your mobile phones. That's it. Block them. You don't need that energy, folks. You do not need that type of energy. You do not, if let's say you're a woman and there's an abusive guy, verbal abusive. Get rid of him. Leave him. Walk out. Move into another studio. Eliminate. Delete the emails. Delete the phone numbers. Block. Get rid of the trash. Why should you have someone who has issues in their lives and all this emotional garbage that they carry around with them, trying to dump it on your head? Absolutely not. You wash your hands. It's like this pandemic. You wash your hands every day, 20 times. You wash your hands and get rid of all that horrible toxic energy. I like Tris Moore. I like your thinking. Kick his ass first. I would do that in South Africa, but here you'd have a lawsuit. You have to be very careful. In South Africa, you'd have a good bar fight. You could have a good fight during sports. You weren't taken to court. If you knocked someone out in the bar, you weren't taken to court. I remember we were in Vegas. I had a whole bunch of South African friends that were rugby players that flew in, about 8 guys. We went out and we partied hard. Okay, we had too much to drink, right? We end up, 1 o'clock in the morning at some club trying to get in. There's a long line. Okay, we stand in the line like everybody else. A big group, maybe 20 people. Big group of guys come, jump to the front of the line, just straight in. These 2 girls like, hey, excuse me, we've been waiting here forever. Go and stand at the back of the line, like everybody else. So their alpha leader of that big pack takes this girl and just shoves her against the wall and says, hey, bitch, you don't tell me what to do. And before he could even, so he hit her, before he could even make another move, he was knocked out by one of these South Africans. And then you had 8 against 20. It was a shit show. It was a mess. A lot of blood, a big mess. Bouncers were in there. Security came. Everyone pulled everybody apart, took SA down into the security room, took that massive group of people, no idea where they were from, put them in another big room in a holding cell. They went to the footage, they went to the cameras, they replayed the cameras, they replayed the cameras, they replayed the cameras, and then they saw, oh, the guy who actually hit was the guy who actually the aggressor that hit the girl first was this out of this group. So they basically, their point was we stepped in to defend the girls. So we got complimented a weekend at that hotel. The rest were locked up for the night and got charges. But it wasn't pretty. Anyway, Dennis knows. Dennis knows. He's a brawler. He can brawl. Bokke, yeah. I just, the other day I watched a classic 1995, a game that I was present at in Johannesburg, Ellis Park, the final between New Zealand and South Africa in 1995. Beautiful game. Watched it the other day. Wilmington in the house. Mario. Dale Prusov. Go Bokke. Bokke. Go Bokke. Carlos Kruger. In an Empire in the house. Hi, RP. How are you? Love you guys back. Thank you, Carlos. James Skidmore's in the house. He's definitely a parasite, James. Definitely. So, folks, this is just wrong. Unfortunately, there's really not much one can do about this, right? 43,000 people each receive their 1.7 million. It's nothing you and I can do. I'm just bringing this up because I know that there are people out there waiting for $1,200. And I'll guarantee you these guys got their money very, very quickly, right? These 43,000 people got their 1.7 million written into that coronavirus aid relief. I don't know how that fits in there, why these multimillionaires should each receive an additional 1.7 million tax break. That doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't make 0.0 sense to me. Is anybody driving anymore? That's the question, a major question. Who's driving? I hope no one. Go Donnycom. I hope no one is driving. If you're doing food deliveries, good. I'll give you a pass. But I truly, truly hope that no one's driving. Has the California PUA info been mentioned from the text I sent you? I got the text, but just what it sounds like is that they're still working on it, right? There's nothing functional there. Am I right? The letter that the California UI wrote yesterday might help people who applied already, who are waiting for PUA to become available. Also answers the $600 credit. Let me make a video on that, Tris, and you rock for sending me that. I appreciate that. It's very nice. So Tris sent me this open letter to Californians regarding unemployment insurance, UI, payments, and pandemic unemployment assistance timeline. I can read it quickly. Let me read it. It's like an update from the, is it from Julie Sue, or who is it from? Yeah, it's from Julie Sue, the California Labor Secretary. She was assigned by Governor Newsom. Okay, cool. Let's just read this quickly so we can keep all the Californians up to date. So this is April the 14th. This is yesterday. And it starts, Californians, not Texans, not Floridians, not New Yorkers. It starts Californians, because we just don't have our shit together here in California. I write to update you on a number of programs. Sounds like a bedtime story. During this time of great economic, physical, and emotional stress, I know that the programs we administer, unemployment insurance and other temporary benefits, are a critical lifeline. Damn right about that, Julie. You have likely already heard both the governor and I say that we are doing everything in our power to keep unemployment insurance UI claims paid under the same 3-week timeline from filing to first payment. We have redirected hundreds of staff within the Employment Development Department, also known as EDD, don't we know that? EDD, to focus on UI, unemployment. Are training an additional 300 staff from across California state government to increase capacity and are expanding our call center hours. Good for you. Our goal is to have a 7-day-week call center. Already, our EDD team is working every day of the week with shifts starting at 6 a.m. and ending at 8 p.m. to handle the unprecedented number of claims. We have worked with our partner, Bank of America. Not sure why they would partner with Bank of America, which has increased its ability to send out debit cards that are used to pay UI by over 4-fold. So there is no slowdown in our ability to handle UI claims. Despite reports about our system crashing, I want you to know that this is not true, and we are closely monitoring it at all times to prevent any disruption in our ability to serve unemployed workers. Does sound like a bedtime story, doesn't it? I mean, after I'm done, you guys should all be asleep, right? You should all be ZZZ and snoring. In addition, Californians eligible for certification on April the 12th began to see the $600 per week additional payments provided for under the Federal CARES Act today. The CARES Act also created a special program for this crisis called Pandemic Unemployment Assistance, or PUA. PUA provides federally funded benefits distinct from the UI program for certain individuals out of work or partially unemployed due to the COVID-19 crisis, including the self-employed individuals who lack sufficient work history and independent contractors. Federal guidelines on how to administer PUA came out on April the 5th and include gig workers as an example of those eligible for PUA. Every day since then, we have been working on making sure that we get Californians what they are entitled to under PUA. That we do it in a way that is reliable, that we clarify the options available to gig workers, and that we don't set up applications that sit in a queue while we do not yet have the systems built to deliver money. So here is our plan to deliver the money to those eligible for PUA. Now we listen up. There will be a one-stop shop for applying for UI and PUA. Individuals will be able to go to UI online to self-certify that they meet the COVID-19 related criteria for PUA. We will make clear in the self-certification that certification of eligibility for PUA does not affect determinations of employee status under state law for other protections and benefits. Under PUA, individuals can receive weekly unemployment assistance that may be equivalent to what individuals would get under UI, depending on their earnings and whether earnings can be verified. Those who get PUA, I don't like this part, whether earnings can be verified. Uber and Lyft are not going to assist them and show, earnings. They're not going to do that, right? I can't see Uber doing that. Those who get PUA also get the $600 per week additional payment added to UI for weeks they are unemployed from March 29th until end of July. PUA benefits can cover people unemployed or partially unemployed due to COVID-19 from January 27, 2020 through December 31, 2020, depending on date of actual impact. In other words, it is retroactive to the time before the federal stimulus bill was passed and before funding was made available. The retroactivity means more money in people's pockets, and we are anxious to get that out. When you apply and your application is approved, you will get PUA benefits going back to the first full week of February, as long as you can show that your inability to work was COVID-19 related. This new system will be able to pay individuals within 24 to 48 hours of their application. We need 2 weeks to create this new technology, set up the system, test it, and be able to turn payments around. To be clear, these payments will not take the 3 weeks from application to payment that UI has taken unless the claims do not include all of the information needed. We are working to make it much faster. Once I know the exact date that this one-stop shop is ready, I will let you know. Cool. As we get through this pandemic together, please know that my team and I are working every single day on behalf of Californians. It doesn't feel like enough given the enormity of the challenges and the deep pain that people are feeling, but we are giving it everything we have. My promise to you is that we will continue to do so until every Californian who has lost a job, lost a business, or lost income gets the benefits they are entitled to. Julie A. Sue, California Labor Secretary. Damn, it was a long letter. New update says we will be paid within 24 to 48 hours, not 3 weeks after claiming. I'm sure we will be able to upload 1099 to verify. Yeah, exactly. They'll want to see that. Trismo says Bank of America partners with them because they hold a debit card they send you and put funds into. Oh, they definitely will pick up more clients because of that. That's for sure. Hey, we're on 31 likes. If you guys could pump up the likes, please. We have 49 people in the house and we only have 31 likes. So I'm missing a couple of likes there. Never ever read the comments. I read the comments all the time. Mohammed says it's light snowing in Michigan. Geez, and it's 80 degrees here in California. Literally 80 degrees here in 80 degrees. Damn, 80 degrees. Scott Tucker in the house. So yeah, so Sunday, sounds like Sunday, 9 a.m. Several YouTubers are taking the 24-hour live challenge. Just to give you an idea, on Sunday, there goes my Sunday. And it'll be water, restroom, water, restroom, water, restroom, talk, 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 answer, 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 read out, water, 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 restroom. That's how I envision my 24 hours to go down. We're on 39. Uno, por favor. Oh, Cali time. So 12 Eastern time, 9 Pacific time. So I can't go to bed too late on Saturday. Saturday. Beans cactus. We have another little perv in the house. His name's Robert Neck. It's a little pervert, probably a pedophile. Definitely the language a pedophile would use. Let's just kick him out. So we already flushed down 2 turds. One, I think, definitely sounds like a pedophile by the way he speaks, Robert Neck. Kerry Johnson, do you think they will hold their portion or some of the funds if you owe California back taxes? Yeah, they will. They're not going to hand out free money if you own their money. It's not how their system works. Probably deduct it. So Tris, what do you think the actual date for this in California? Do you think that's going to be on the 28th? Rena Rom says, any latest news from Uber and Lyft? Oh, they've been awfully quiet. Still haven't seen the PPE, the masks, and all that. They've been rather quiet. Love and Light's in the house. Cool, Mario. Can knock him out together. We don't have time for people like that. Dale Prusov. Dream on and wait for that day, my friend. Goose87. I hope drivers can hold out till the 28th. More bills on the way. True. Many more bills on the way. People are already stretching themselves. I had some friends in South Africa that asked me for money. I just sent money this morning to help a few people in South Africa. You know, by the way, the for okay, cool. 28th. Yeah, I think Kerry Johnson, I think it'll do a lot for the AB5 agenda. I think it makes California's argument a little easier, because had that been in place, they, you know, a lot of drivers wouldn't have been in this mess. It's Uber and Lyft that kept them in this mess by suing California. So I think it's going to make California's legal argument can be the pandemic. You know, we could have helped a lot of people. We could have saved a lot of people. We wouldn't have had to put so many people on the front line, you know, send them into situations they shouldn't have been in. So I think you can make a pretty good argument if you're the state of California, if you're arguing AB5. Intense. What's the message? Which message? The message on this, or the message regarding AB5, or what message? Robert, I'm full of messages. The Sean Murphy Journal. During SARS in Canada, they injected people with vinegar. Never heard of that. I wouldn't try that out. Sene, what are you doing at the airport, dude? Somebody's at the airport. What are you doing at the airport? You need to be at home, buddy, or you need to do food deliveries. Don't put yourself out there. I don't want to hear from you in 2 weeks' time. Oh my God, I got COVID-19. Stay safe, brother. Masks and hand sanitizers will arrive the day after hell freezes over the second time, says Jimmy. I'm trying to understand Robert's question. When you were on your phone. When you were on your phone. I'm not following you, dude. What's the message when you were on your phone? I'm on the phone every day, hours and hours. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Help me out. Help me understand. Teddy, hey, I missed the headline. Who's getting these? Oh, no, we were just putting things into perspective, right? Here, people are waiting for $1,200 and 43,000 millionaires get a 1.7 million break buried into the Coronavirus Aid Relief and Economic Security CARES Act. Just trying to put everything into perspective here. There's so many bills out there. Oh, a minute ago, you were intensely reading a text on your phone. Oh, no, that was, Robert, that was the letter by the California Labor Secretary, Julie Su, as to when the EDD would be functioning in California. I just read that out loud, so it sounds like at the end of the month, and they're working around the clock to get things done. Sorry, I'd lost you. I wasn't sure what you were referring to. Let me just check one more time. Exactly, Mark Bjornaby. I thought the stimulus was only for people making less. That's what I thought. Apparently not. Apparently the fat cats get even more fat and cheese and bacon and pork, and they get a lot here. I truly thought it was for the guys under 75,000. The link of that, California thing I read out. Okay, will do. All right, my friends, I got to go and get some quality time in with my boys. I haven't seen them for a few days. The Sean Murphy Journal, a British guy interested in United States stimulus checks. I'm not sure who you're referring to about the British guy. Not sure. Who's the British guy? Sean, are you making wild assumptions? Just shooting in the dark, shooting blanks, firing blanks? What are you assuming? Not sure who you're addressing. I can't see any British guy in this room. Some people just walk, 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 walk. Just talk, talk. Kerry Johnson says, my bank told me they would only accept PPE applications for customers that have a business bank account. They then denied my application because I don't have an EIN number. Before you go, it's time to hammer the delivery companies for a minimum delivery payment. That, my friend, I'll set that 24 hours aside for that. I'll hammer them over and over and over and over and over again. You know, but there should be a minimum set in there. There should be hazard pay in there. I mean, look, Tokyo, Japan can introduce it. Why can't all the other states introduce a minimum hazard pay for food delivery, right? Hammer time. Awesome. Payment got his 1,200. Yeah, they said something about Wednesday would arrive. Fantastic. Woohoo! It's time to party. Go out there. Treat yourself. Awesome. Good for you. Very, very happy that arrived. Allows you to breathe, right? Allows you to breathe a little bit better. I do that already, Sene. I do private security. I use my own security people sometimes for my clients. Been there, done that, my friend. John's J, I got mine live in California. Yay! Bobby J, producer 88 at $2.31. I sent an info message that should help all drivers. Tris got hers. Good. A lot of people are seeing payment status not available, can't get their 1,200. Nothing new with Dara. Still silly old non-caring Dara. Nothing new from him. Robert, be safe. I'm out of here, guys. Almost. You know what? I'll get it up to 60 minutes, 5 more minutes and 5 more likes. I can do that. Anybody can squeeze a like in there, smash the like button. 45. Thank you, IRS, to send the money to Payman and to Tris and to a few others today. To Dennis. Thank you, IRS, for taking care of them. Mark Bjornaby says Uber Eats has got to be making a lot of money during this pandemic. Yes, they are only making money on the Uber Eats side, not on the other side, but they already got sued by the restaurants because they were gouging them. They were upping the percentage, hurting the restaurants. So that'll balance itself out, once they have to settle those lawsuits. Thanks, John's J. Yeah, Sene Bobo Dara should send out some money. Surprised he didn't follow in John Zimmer and Logan Green's footstep and donate his salary. It's just too stingy. It's too stingy. Matt Killian, see you next time, my friend. Mark Rowden, girlfriend got a 1200. Whoop, whoop. Who commands in the house? Whoop, whoop. Yep, Dennis, that's true. We'll keep on slapping them down, right, Dennis? We'll slap Uber down all the time. We'll expose them. We'll expose them. 3 more minutes. I hit over the 50 likes. I'm happy about that. Super happy about that. Not happy about this. Really not. This just upsets me. This is just plain wrong. That 43,000 millionaires, should get taken care of. Cool. Rob Sand got 2,900. That's because you have kids, right? Dependents. Would I want to be Uber CEO? Hell no. Hell no. I wouldn't have a life. And I mean, it's very, very easy to make some fundamental changes. That's not difficult. That's making a couple of smart decisions. But to manage that mess, there's too many skeletons in that closet. The rich get richer, sadly. Cool. Utah. Guard card. I like it. Mervyn Khan says they were hurting the restaurants even before this crisis, charging them 30 to 33% and also charging the users a larger percentage now. That's just how Dara rolls. But he's going to pay the price. He got sued. They all got sued because you shouldn't gouge people during these times. Shouldn't take advantage of people when they are down. Right? But the rich don't understand that. It's greedier, they get greedier, they get more selfish, they feed the ego, and then, it all comes collapsing down at some point. No crybaby. Nothing exciting yet. I hope that on Sunday you can participate in the 24-hour live challenge with us. It sounds like we got a lot of people on board. Sounds like we have 5 or 6 people on board. I'm sure No Crybaby can, if you haven't checked out his channel, check out his channel there. It says the No Crybaby Lifestyle. Drop in there. He was kind enough to come all the way from Vegas with Payman Ali in the house to join our Long Beach party. It wasn't a big party, but just the fact that the guys showed up means the world. And in return, we got to support them. It'd be nice if on Sunday, 9 a.m., 24-hour live challenge. You got out of hospital? Oh, I hope you recover. You okay? Not because of coronavirus, right? Eat healthy and drink a lot of water. Feel better. Send you a lot of love and light and get better wishes to Vegas. Bobby J says, check back to 231. I'll do that for you. I'll go back. once it's live. Oh my God, seriously? Sorry, geez, and that the procedure went okay? They got rid of the clots? Wonder how they do that. Yeah, next time Vegas, Teddy. We can get together in Vegas. Definitely next time Vegas. I mean, I can bet everyone longs for some sort of party or vacation after this craziness, right? Jeez, like, hope those, do they put some sort of thinner into those clots, or how do they get that out? Clogged arteries in the lungs? Keep everyone home for a day challenge. Yeah, that's hard. People go stir crazy. Everything went okay, putting me on blood thinners to help dissolve the clot. Wow. And what about like eating habits and that? Do they say you have to change your eating habits? I'm sure. Has that got anything to do with it? They use blood thinning meds to dissolve the clots. Interesting. Well, I hope those blood thinners don't have too many side effects. I really hope they don't have too many side effects on your body, right? Because pharmaceuticals generally have a lot of side effects, right? Got to read the fine print. Yeah, that's it. You know, maybe that's a big calling. You just have to make lifestyle changes, and it's good if you can acknowledge that, right? Yeah, I got to make lifestyle changes. I can't eat that every day, or I can't take that every day, right? So it's the first big step in the right direction when one acknowledges and says, you know what, I have to take responsibility for that. I have to um, make specific life changes, and then things get better. And that probably a very strict regimen. You got to stick to it, and that means discipline, discipline, discipline. But you know, you want to be around for another 30 years, so you know, you want to got to do this. Got to get in there and do it, right? Living in the car for the last 6 months pretty much caused it. And then probably, you know, living in the car, sitting in the upright position all the time, probably not eating too healthy. I'm just guessing. I'm not making any judgments, but food has a lot to do with it, right? What you put in your body. Did they say you have to stop smoking, or they said that has nothing to do with it? Good. We rally for you. Cool. That's good. I'm glad that, you know, hey, I'm going in there, and I'm going to take care of it, right? I'm going to take care of my health, and this is a wake up call, and I have to make specific changes, and acknowledging it is just like the biggest step in the right direction. I think a lot of people are just in denial. Oh no, no, you know, I just sort of pretend it's not there. Hey, it's real. I deal with it. I make the changes, and things usually get much, much better from there. People tend to lose a lot of weight, detox a lot, you know, change their diet. Abstract Echo says, they say your body is a temple. My body's a temple, ancient and crumbling. You are too funny, dude. IQ boy, I don't want to live another 30 years. I'm too damn old now. Come on, man. They're going to have replaceable lungs. They'll have replaceable kidneys. They'll have replaceable organs. They'll have replaceable livers, replaceable spleens, replaceable colons, replaceable intestines, replaceable glands, replaceable frickin' everything. 20 years times. Go in, switch out, new one, fire up. Never read the comments. It doesn't apply for me. No crybaby lifestyle. Does this apply for you? Never ever read the comments. You always read the comments, right? I always read the comments. We're constantly reading out the comments because we owe that to the people in our live stream, right? We read out their comments. They are what keep the live stream going. So don't believe in this. Don't believe in this garbage, my friends. Yeah, Dara's definitely replaceable. Dara, I think, is a robot. I think Dara might be a robot. Not able to show much emotion. Hate to be the wife married to that one, Sid Shapiro, whatever her name is. God, imagine being married to that robot. God, it must be a shitty life. She probably takes his credit cards in American Express and goes shopping and like, dude, you go do your thing. I'll go do my thing. Very interesting combination, those two. Ukaman says, this crap got to go away. My lazy boy is giving up on me. Been in it too long, starting to see double vision from YouTube. Oh, Ukaman. Thank God I have people like you around. Keep me sane. You keep me laughing. Bionic man. We're maybe one day we'll all be bionic men and bionic women. We'll be communicating to each other through a device. My name is Torsten. Who are you, Dennis? Who are you, Tris? How is your day? Siri. How is your day, Siri? Alrighty. Dennis, I'm Dara. Hey, then I know you're in Long Beach. I'll come down there. I'll find you, Dennis, if you're Dara. Exactly. No crybaby lifestyle. Gig workers won't be able to start applying for unemployment till middle of May here in Nevada. Jesus. They just don't have the workers, man. They sound like they're overwhelmed. All right, my friends, I'm heading off to my kiddos. I wonder if we can squeeze 4 more likes. Smash that like button so we can get it to 60. Would be beautiful. 56, 4 more to go. 4, por favor. 4, bitte. 4, s'il vous plaît. Yoyito in the house. Yoyito just walk in. We're on 58. I need 2 more, and I'm going to go and spend the afternoon with my kids. Thank you, guys. 59. Thank you. One more. We're nearly there. Don Zatouche, what do you think about the new unemployment insurance payments and pandemic unemployment assistance timeline? Timelines vary state to state, so it's a tough one for me to answer. Kimberly Susan Fletcher, when will we get unemployment in California? Well, they say that the system's updated in 2 weeks' time, so God knows. I guess one has to practice patience and hang in there on a thread, on a minimal budget. California is really testing you. It's testing my patience, it's testing everyone. To those people who received money, I'm happy for you. I really am. That's good news. Allows you to breathe. Takes a lot of your stress off your shoulders. That's good. It's temporary stress that's taken off your shoulders. Have a great day, everyone. I got the 60. I appreciate you. Have a super safe hump day, mid of the week, Wednesday. And I will catch you guys soon. Great conversation. Thank you for all your feedback. No crybaby, get better, take the meds, and everyone else, you know the drill. You go out, wear your masks, wear your gloves, disinfect everything. I spray that shit on my hand like 5 times a day. Have a good one, amigos. I'll see you soon. I appreciate you guys. Have a good one. Thank you.